Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. Just have a rather special one today. We have Nestlé's Ruby KitKat. Yeah, basically there's a third type of chocolate now. I think essentially it's just regular chocolate, white chocolate, and now there's this Ruby chocolate. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, what the free chocolates are. Maybe I'll do some kind of caption for it. But yeah, basically, what I've heard is this is the third type, and it's not white chocolate coloured pink. It's actually that's the actual colour of it. So yeah, and I think it was discovered or created or whatever last year. I think, I'm not sure. I don't think it's that old. Obviously, Nestlé have managed to get hold of some and have put it into their into a KitKat. So you can see as well in some KitKats, like the sort of the white chocolate KitKat bites that you get, the middle is actually still milk chocolate, but this one, I don't know if you can quite make out, it's actually the Ruby chocolate all the way through, so it's pink in the centre as well, according to this. So yeah, very excited about this. So it's exclusive to Tesco in the UK. I don't know what about the rest of the world. I know it's a flavour in Japan, but yeah, I'm not sure. But in the UK, you can only get it in Tesco, and there's no song and dance about it. You know, you have to kind of, I think it's just near the sandwich section. You know, there's no. I went in trying to find it, and I asked a guy, and he looked at me like I was crazy when I asked him for Ruby KitKat, and yeah, well, suffice to say, I didn't get very far, so yeah, I had to improvise, and eventually I got some. So yes, so I've never tasted it before. I've saved it for this review. I basically bought a couple of them, and I was so tempted to have one before the review, but now I thought, no, I won't. I'll save it. So basically, it's made with ruby cocoa beans on the front, and it's got this shiny, see a nice reflection there. And underneath it says, "Discover a new chocolate experience." It says underneath as well. And again, made with ruby cocoa beans, so obviously all the pinky colour. So obviously ruby is quite a romanticised way of calling, you know, it's pink basically, but they call it ruby chocolate, which I quite like actually. Yeah, calorie wise, well, the whole thing, I don't think it's got more calories particularly than regular chocolate. I think a two-fingered KitKat bar tends to be about 110 calories. And for this whole thing, it's 223, so that's roughly the same. Yeah, it's got 13 grams of fat, 7.6 of which are saturates. So there we go. So one bar is one serving, so the whole bar is one serving. Yeah, so there we go. So it says 4 crispy wafer fingers covered in, it says couverture chocolate, it says. 4 crispy wafer fingers covered in couverture chocolate. And that's spelled Couverture. So there we go. So I don't know if that's an alternative name or whether it's some kind of fancy name. It says UTZ certified on the back, cacao. Not sure what that is, but there we go. By buying UTZ certified cocoa, Nestlé supports sustainable cocoa farming. So it's not the cocoa plan, it's UTZ this time, so who knows? So there's fair trade, UTZ, cocoa plan. I don't know. Seems silly, really. I don't know what any of them are particularly. I'm assuming they're good things, but you know, why there's not just one of them? So it said the story of chocolate, which started with ancient civilizations in Central America, saw new chapters written with the introduction of milk chocolate in 1819 and white in 1936. So there you go. Yeah, it is milk chocolate and white. Okay. And it says now in fancy writing. So basically, I had the regular stuff in sort of regular writing here, and then it's got fancy writing underneath it. And it says now discover KitKat made with natural ruby cocoa beans. A new, delicious and unique, what does it say? Are we sure what it says there? Berry? I can't read what it says. Heavy? I don't know. Heavy flavour experience. Unique something flavour experience, anyway. It's like berry, but I don't know. It's all in joined up writing, so I can't really tell what it's meant to say, so... Oh well. Beanie? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so milk and white are the other ones. I thought just regular chocolate would be one, but yeah, and then milk as well. And then white, but yeah. I keep dropping this, I don't know why I keep... It's quite hot outside today, so I'm a bit worried about the fact that, you know, touching it and things like that's going to melt it a bit. But let's get on to it, shall we? Without further ado. So let's see. So, it smells very, it's very different smell about it. So there we go. So I'm going to try. So you can see here the foil. I think I was saying with other KitKats I've reviewed, these 4-finger ones don't come wrapped in foil. The foil is part of the wrapper, and it's the same with this. So yeah, it is quite melty today. So I do apologise. So there you go, you can see. You got My Break and KitKat written in as usual. So it's the usual same size as regular KitKat. So for those of you who don't know, by the way, KitKat's generally a chocolate covered wafer bar. The wafer layers are separated by chocolate as well. And in this case, it's ruby chocolate or Chocolo chocolate or whatever that is. Yeah, so it's the same amount. It's about 9 centimeters long. It's at the bottom by 6.3 centimeters wide. Height wise, about a centimeter as well. At the top, it's a bit less. 8.5 long and about 5.2 wide. Okay, so split it. So it's fingered bar, so you can split it like this. Let's give it a snap. Well, I think that's a bit disappointing straight away because it's actually milk chocolate in the middle. So you can clearly see on the front that is ruby chocolate separating the wafers there. Milk chocolate. So it's clearly different, and I'm very disappointed by that straight away actually, because you know, that was one of the things I thought was really good about it straight away, with the fact that it was ruby chocolate separating it, because the white chocolate one it's milk chocolate separating it, and they've done it here. So it's completely false, that, to the extent where I'm really not impressed with that actually. Yeah, so that's very disappointing. Maybe to the benefit of the bar, but it's not clearly, it's ruby on the front. So I may get in touch with KitKat on Twitter about that. Yeah, very disappointing. Let's do that for some kind of picture. I can screenshot that perhaps. Yeah, so yeah, disappointing. So that's disappointing. So yeah, it's melting a bit. So I'll tell you what then. So there's a new gimmick. Let's show my face and eating it. See how this goes then. So yeah. So basically, let me know what you think about this new feature of me actually seeing me eat the chocolate. Hopefully it's straight and everything in the camera. So that's the problem with it really. But I do usually use my trusty spirit level to make sure the camera's straight. It's something like a tripod basically. Yeah. Okay. So well, here we go. Let's give it a taste. Let's see what it's like. So yeah. That's a very well, it's a very sort of very sort of tart taste to it actually. Has a very sharp taste. It's quite sharp. Sharp is the best way to describe it really. It's not it's very strange. Yeah. It feels like it's like a flavoured yogurt taste to it, to be honest with you. A bit like the Rittersport chocolates that they do, where they have basically they do a lot of berry flavoured chocolates really, or berry flavoured fillings and things like that. And it's not too dissimilar to. It could be just purely because it's ruby coloured, and maybe subconsciously or psychologically or whatever, it's making me believe it tastes like berry or something. But it does taste like that. It has a sort of sharp berry-like taste, and maybe that is what it says on the back. I mean, I didn't believe it because I didn't think. I thought, why on earth would it taste like berries? But it says a unique. It looks like it says berry. I mean, I don't know what it could say really, other than berry. Just because I'm wearing contact lenses and usually have sunglasses, probably could see better with these. In some cases, but yeah, I don't know. I will try and find out what that says, but it does taste very much like yeah, it tastes like it's trying to be some kind of like raspberry flavoured yogurt, well, yogurty chocolate really. Yeah, I like it. I feel like it just that's just what it tastes like really. It tastes very fruity. Obviously the wafer tastes the wafer, and it's a nice wafer. It's a typical KitKat wafer, of course, and you can't really taste the milk chocolate in the middle, because the taste of the ruby chocolate is quite strong. I think it's not as unique as I was expecting it to be. I mean, it probably is unique among chocolates because maybe it's not been tampered with or changed or anything. And this is the taste, if you know what I mean. So maybe that's the way it is. Yeah, I mean, it just tastes very similar to a flavoured white chocolate, really. You know, like the Ritter Sport have done many times. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, I like it though. I do like it. I think it's very nice. I think I'd definitely have it again, and I think it does have a new dimension to Kit Kats. I'm not sure whether it's. I think it is probably better than the regular one. I mean, it doesn't taste worse than the regular one. I mean, it just tastes different. I think the long and short of it is I'm not bowled over by it. I don't think I'd think, oh, you know, I cannot no longer have regular Kit Kats. I must have these ones. I don't think that's the case at all. But yeah, it just has a sort of sharp. It just has a sharp taste to it. It tastes quite fruity and quite berry-like. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just like a naturally fruity yogurt. I think fruity chocolate. It tastes quite yogurty. That's why I keep saying yogurt. Well, the reason I keep saying that actually is because it's so close to the Ritter Sport yogurt flavours. It just tastes like that to the point where I'm quite dubious as to how close it tastes to it. Really, I mean, why is it? It seems odd. I don't know whether they have added anything to it. What's it saying? Yeah, there's nothing obvious added to it to make it taste, fruity. So yeah, maybe it's just the way it is, really. Yeah, I don't know. It does say maybe it's a unique berry experience, flavour experience. Yeah, very strange. It just tastes very much like them. So I think the thing is, I feel like I've tasted it before, even though I've probably not tasted it before. I feel like it's not totally new to me. I feel like Ritter Sport have very similar flavours in their chocolates. So it seems a bit odd. I just find it's just too strange that it's very similar to that kind of flavour. I find it very strange. I thought it would taste completely different or completely different to anything I've tasted before, and I just find it odd that it tastes so similar to a flavour that I've had before. It tastes very much like a raspberry flavoured chocolate or yoghurt filling for a chocolate, or something along those lines, And there's even that colour, so it's very strange. I've had pretty much the whole thing now. This is the last quarter. Yeah. You can probably tell. I mean, I'm not. Well, let's just go over it really. I mean, basically, it's like a sharper, creamier, fruity chocolate taste, and it's a nice taste. But it just doesn't taste like something you won't have had before in some kind of flavourings for other chocolates. I don't think. I mean, I keep saying Ritter Sport. It could be anything really. Yeah, it's very much like a sort of fruity flavour, like a berry type of fruit. I mean, it tastes like how it looks really, which, as I say, might be. I don't know if that's my brain playing tricks on me, thinking it's going to taste that way, and then, I don't know, giving me that flavour. I don't really know. It seems a bit odd. It's too much, very coincidental, which is why I'm a bit dubious about it. But yeah. So. Yeah, you've just got a chocolate which is naturally berry flavoured, I think. So you've kind of really got a sort of, if you go into this thinking, oh, it's going to be a raspberry flavoured chocolate, that's basically what you get. So, which is strangely what it looks like as well. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, from an aesthetic point of view, I don't think it really makes that much difference to the taste that I can tell. But I'm disappointed that you can see there. I don't know if you can focus in better. Sometimes it focuses, sometimes it doesn't. But you can see it's a milk chocolate rather than a ruby chocolate, and it's clearly on the packaging meant to be ruby there, clearly. So that's a disappointment. So, there's no, yeah. So very disappointed about that. Yeah, so I think, yeah. I think a 4 out of 5. I think. I mean, it's not. you know, maybe my expectations were too high. I don't know. I certainly like the packaging. I like the look of it. I like the explanation of it. I like the, other than the fact I can't read one of the words, I like you know, the description and the presentation on it. You know, on the back, it looks nice. As I say, this little bit here explaining about white and milk chocolate. Just here I quite like. I like, as I say, the packaging's nice. But it's just a bit. I mean, well, I think, you know, maybe it's because I've sampled so many chocolates recently, and obviously some of them flavoured chocolates, but I just feel like I've tasted it before. So yeah, so, you know, and of course I've tasted it artificially. It's not been just this chocolate. It's been some kind of other flavourings, and it just coincidentally seems to be very similar. And maybe I've had them side by side. This Ritter Sport raspberry one or whatever it is, it tastes like where I feel like I've tasted before. I might notice some difference. I think, oh yeah, the KitKat one's far better or has some kind of edge, but it just very much tastes yeah, very, you know, familiar. But, you know, from an impartial point of view, if you've not had other chocolates before, and you've not had like all these fancy Ritter Sport flavours, I think you'd come into this thinking, oh wow, it tastes really different, and they're very berry-like, and you know, very, very unique, and it does really. For the fact that there's no, you know, it's a natural flavour or whatever. Yeah, and it is very different than regular KitKats as well. I mean, it is literally like a berry flavoured KitKat, and there isn't any others of those around. They've not done that flavour before in the UK. I think they have obviously in Japan when they do all these wacky flavours, but in the UK they haven't. So again, from that point of view, it's very different, and you know, definitely up there with the better KitKats. Definitely, I think you know, clearly knocks ones like the orange flavoured KitKat out of the water because it tastes just so much more zesty, I guess. Maybe that's probably the wrong word, but just so much more zingy and different, and stands out a lot more. Yeah, so, you know, coming at it from that point of view, and coming at it from, you know, obviously not comparing it to other things too much, but maybe other KitKats and things, I think you know, you are going to get something completely different, something very tasty. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just feel like I've tasted the flavour before, and I didn't expect that. I thought this would be something totally new, something not really like anything else, and it just, unfortunately, it does taste like something else I've tasted before. So I'm a bit disappointed, really. But you know, maybe I shouldn't let that cloud my judgment too much. But I think, you know, yeah, I can still only give it what I believe it is, and I think that's probably a 4 out of 5. I think for me, but I think it's definitely one of the better fingered KitKats there is. You know, it's possibly the best, I think, actually. So, you know, with that in mind, I mean, you know, 4 out of 5 isn't a bad score, but obviously just compared to what I was expecting, I guess it's not quite so. Yeah, I was just expecting to be blown away, or to, even in a bad way, I was expecting to be blown away, but I've just not been. So yeah, I guess I'm a bit disappointed, but maybe that's because my expectations were too high and it shouldn't have been. But I still really like it. It's still really nice. I still think it's, as I say, one of the best KitKats, fingered KitKats out there. KitKat Chunkies, I think, they're better flavours. The peanut butter one, and some more extravagant flavours. But if they did a KitKat Chunky Ruby, you know, Ruby KitKat Chunky, I think that might be even better still. Just purely because the KitKat Chunky, the proportions are just so much nicer, I think. So, but there we go. So there we are. Right, okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me to subscribe, like my videos. Also follow me on Instagram as well now, of course. And I'll probably try and set up, I don't know, Facebook and, I don't know, Pinterest or something like that at some point. But yeah, there we go. Alright guys, let me know what you think about seeing my face as well, whether you think it was worth it or not. I mean, some people like to have eye contact and things. I prefer to some really keep it on the chocolate generally, but of course, you know, I did a bit of both, so maybe I've got best of both worlds, who knows. Okay guys, take care, as I say, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again everyone, take care, bye for now, see ya.